Tally ho! This is the start of another walk, and we've got a nice day for it in October, and we're coming back here for a drink afterwards. Maybe something to eat as well. Right. They're good, aren't they? Nice this time of the year. We're not quite sure where to turn. Hopefully it's here. There's no name. We're looking for Fleet Hill, I think it's called. Well, it's proving to be a nice walk again. We should be going along the Blackwater River in the valley, but there's no path actually by the river. I was saying earlier that we're not by the river, unfortunately, because there's no actual footpath by the river. So we're walking along here instead, and it's very nice. It's quiet, lovely lane. We're seeing all sorts of lovely things, as well as ourselves, of course. Well, oh, here we are. I thought it was a dead end for a moment. What have we got here? Oh, goodness gracious. We've come off the footpath. Perhaps we shouldn't. All being pumped up for our Christmas dinner, I suppose. Perhaps we ought to do some jumping on those bars. We're looking at the other side of Fleet Hill Farm. The turkeys we saw are in those barns. And over to our right we've got Fleet Hill Copse. And it's pretty dense in there. Oh, another little obstacle. Nothing much though. And what does this say? FPC walks. What does that mean, I wonder? This sign's not very helpful, is it? Footpaths in all directions. They don't say where they go. We have an idea we need to go that way, perhaps towards the river. We're continuing along this path down towards the river, and we've come across this little pond, which appears to be still a working gravel pit actually all around. Now I'm just wondering which way this is supposed to be. And you're able to control it from a long way off, which had surprised me. One of the problems is in my... right.
On a iPad.
Right.
So it just sits on top.
Do you have a homing device if you were not...
It does, it has a little home button.
So if you lose sight of it, you just press that and it comes back?
I always lose sight of it.
All right.
It's white for a start. I can't see it. Past about 50 metres up, I can't really see it much.
No.
It's about 200 metres up. So.
Yes, and it's obviously a hobby, or do you use it for your job as well?
No, it's Cemex, you know, the concrete company.
Oh yes.
They own this.
I see, so you have to keep an eye on it.
They're just restoring it and we're putting it back together.
Oh, I see.
So this is a video record of the sites.
Oh, jolly good. We belong to a video club, you see, this is what we're doing at the moment.
Seriously?
We go for walks once a week and we video what we do and what we see. And so this is interesting for us today.
These are 125 quid batteries that last 20 minutes and then tell you when it's down to 30% and then land it when it's down to 3% on itself.
Gosh.
This is a 4K camera.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, and video.
Gosh.
And these are levelling devices and 2 other cameras that keep it. Did you see it hover? Just stay where it was.
Yes.
I can have it inside buildings, although I'm not very good at that.
And what did you say this cost?
About 1,500 quid for most of it.
For the lot, all right.
A couple of hundred for a Series 2, just a couple of years, 5 years old iPad.
Have you had any accidents with it?
Yeah.
But it survives?
It usually, what's the wonderful thing about it is, that's the most expensive bit on it. The wonderful thing about it is, usually when it has an accident, it does that. And falls down, upside down. So
all you've got to replace is the blades, I suppose?
Well, yeah, I've only gone through one set of blades. I've had it a couple of years.
All right.
But yes, I've bashed it into a gate, into some trees, but it's all been low level. So it just basically chews up whatever it is and then drops out of the sky like that.
Oh.
And you end up just looking at yourself as you come and pick it up. Those videos I've got rid of.
We met up with the point where we finished an earlier walk, and now we're on our way back to the pub. Well, we're back at the pub now. We're a little bit worried because the car parks, especially around the back, are getting full. So hopefully we can find a table. Bex isn't working. That would be the cheapest otherwise, wouldn't it? Right. Okay, I'll have the Lowenbrau then. Thank you. Over £4 a pint. Still, times are changing. Well, we've had lunch and we're off into Hampshire now. Jane Austen country. We've actually found the river at last. It's a picturesque little spot, look. This is quite pleasant, isn't it? Open fields and horses on one side. Yes, that's extremely strange, isn't it? Are you an Arab horse, perhaps? And you've converted to Muslims, perhaps? How strange. Can you see? I'm frightened to touch you, actually. I haven't got anything for you to eat. It's a shame. Oh, you poor little chap. Can't you see a thing? Dear, oh dear. I thought it was going to go for me. We've reached the Blackwater River again, and it's wider than ever here as we get closer to the Thames. This is New Mill Bridge, approaching New Mill, which I think used to be a restaurant, but I'm not sure what it is now. We'll find out. Right, well there we are from the other side. It's becoming a very nice home for somebody, I suspect. We've been through lots of horsey paddocks and fields of horses, and we've reached the river again here. It's living up to its name. Look, it looks quite black here. Oh dear, not another one.